Hello, this is Mrs. Horton. I'm going to go over lesson 2.08, surface area of rectangular prisms. You definitely need a math notebook, a pencil, and your calculator because we're going to do one example problem together. You definitely have to have your calculator for that one. All right, let's go ahead and look at what is the surface area of prisms. So first of all, you need to look at this academic vocabulary. You can just take a screenshot if you don't want to write it all down. But a prism is a solid object with two identical ends and base and flat sides. The shape of the ends or bases give the prism its name. So let me put this out of the way there. So total surface area is a measure of the total area that the surface of the objects occupies. Imagine like you're wrapping a gift. So if we had this box here and we wanted to put wrapping paper on it for birthday, whatever. So the outside wrapping paper is the surface area. Or if you wanted to paint a box or something, then the paint would be the surface area. So you have different types of prisms. There's triangular because this base is a triangle. So if you see two triangles and then there's three rectangles here, the triangles are the base. You have a rectangular prism, so the base would be a rectangle, and then cube is different because it's just a square. So a cube has squares, which a square can be a rectangle. And just see if you can find a prism around you. And maybe it's just a small box or a box of cereal. There's a prism right there. All right, let's go ahead. I keep having to move this thing. So in 7th grade math, the way y'all did it was you found the total surface area with the help of a net. So you took each, if it's a rectangular prism, you found the area of each rectangle, and then you added those all together. Okay, so for example, you have this small one here. You have 4 by 10, so this area is 40. This one, let me put it in green. Now we have 17 by 10, which is 170. This side's also 10, so that would be 40 again. This side here is 17, so you need to multiply 4 times 7, and so that area would be 68. And then again, this 10 by 17 would be 170. And then the last one here is 68. So to find the total surface area, you add those all together. And that's the way you did it in 7th grade math. 8th grade math, you're going to use a formula. So let's look at what that is. I'm not going to actually go through this and add this all up, but you can certainly give that a shot. So here's our numbers we're using, that you would add those all up. So there's 2 170s, 2 68s, and 2 40s. Add those all together and it gives you the total surface area. All right, so 8th grade math, we are using this formula. So there we go. We always had the formula to help us. There's me, yay. Having to move this picture out of the way all the time. So this S stands for surface area, obviously. Capital P is the perimeter of the base. All right, and H is the height of the prism. And then it's 2 times plus 2 times the base, which is the area of the base. All right, so you have this on your star reference charts, not something you have to memorize. We just need to understand the steps, and you need to know what each letter stands for and how to put that into the formula. So let's break it down. We have, this one is, so we have 15 by 3 by 3. So let's use this formula to find the total surface area. So what shape is the base? It's a rectangle, so 15 by 3. Formula for the perimeter of the base. So it's a rectangle, so perimeter is the distance around it, like a fence. So you would have to add all 4 sides, or you do twice the length plus twice the width, because there are 2 of this rectangle. There are 2 sides that are 15 and 2 sides that are 3. So the length is 15, so we put that as 2 times 15 using our formula, and the width is 3, so we do 2 times 3, and then we get 30 plus 6. So the P for our formula is 36. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see if we can color code this some. We got purple, so we're going to put 36 here. All right, let's go ahead and do the next part. So what shape is the base? The base is a rectangle. And the area of a rectangle, you do length times width. So that is our 15 by 3. So we're going to do 15 times 3, which is 45. Now look at our B. That's our green over here. So I'm going to put, this is going to be times 45. And then the height of the prism is the 3 here. This is the height. So we're going to plug that in here. And now let's go ahead and use the calculators. We're going to do 36 times, turn mine on, 36 times 3, we get 108. So we're going to put 108 here. My pencil, 108. And then 2 times 45 is 90. So add those together, it's 198. Now this is surface area, so it's going to be square feet. All right, because you're just covering the outside, so it's square units. So let's go ahead and look at another one and just practice a little bit more using that formula. We have our formula here. So we're going to find the perimeter of the base. It's 8.2 is the length and 3.4 is the width. So remember, our formula is twice the length plus twice the width. So we're going to do 2, we didn't have a lot of room here, 2 times 8.2 plus 2 times 3.4. And we're going to get, when you multiply 2 times 8, that's a terrible 8, times 8.2, it's 16.4. And then 2 times 3.4 is 6.8. Add that together and you get 23.2. That is our purple number. Small writing here. All right, so then our next step here, we're going to do the area of the base. It's a rectangle again, so we're going to do the length times the width. So the length is 8.2 and width is 3.4. So let's multiply that together. I'm using a calculator. You use your calculator. 8.2 times 3.4 is equal to 27.88. So 27.88 is B. So we're going to put that here. And then our height of the prism is the 2. This is our height. So we're going to plug that in here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do 23.2 times 2. That's 46.4. And then we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator here. 27.88 times 2 is 55.76. All right, 55.76. And then we're going to add those together. to get our total surface area. So plus 46.4, and we get 102.16. 102.16. So the answer would be B. All right, let's see. And so that is total surface area. The other part of this is lateral surface area. So lateral surface area of an object is the area that all of the sides of the object excluding the bases. So it does not include the base. So if you have a triangular prism, the triangles are not included. So just these rectangles. If you have a cylinder, you don't include the circles on top. Just it's like a soup can, so it'd be the label. Well, our focus today will be rectangular prisms. So it doesn't include the top or the bottom. So it'd just be the four sides around. So let's look at that. And that is on your formula chart. When you look at your star reference chart, you have total surface area. This is what we've been working with. And then you have the lateral. So the lateral, this excludes the bases. So it's just the perimeter of the base times the height. All right, so let's try that. So here we have, I'm going to go ahead and sometimes it's hard to see the sides here, especially if they don't like, draw this in all the way. Oops, that's not very good drawing, but hopefully you get my idea. So this side is 3. I should have put it over here. 3. This is 12. So that is our base. So 3. Let's do this lateral surface area first. So we're going to do the perimeter of the base. So we have to do the perimeter is going to be twice the length plus twice the width. The length is 12. I put that in parentheses. It's fine though. And then the width is 3. I'm carried away with parentheses here. So 24 plus the 6. So the P is 30. And then the height here, this is the height. So we're going to multiply that by 5 to get our lateral surface area. So it's 150. All right, so let me just check something real quick with the formula. Yeah, so now we have what we can go back here. We have this part already. You see, it's the perimeter times the height. So if we want to find the total surface area, now we just do 2 times the area of the base. So let's look at the area of the base. It's a rectangle, so we're going to do length times width. And this is the length, this is the width. It's 12 times 3, so the base is 36. So we have to do 2 times 36, which is 72. And you add those together, you get 222. All right, one more quick example. This one, we're going to just focus on the lateral surface area. So you've got the perimeter, you have the length and the width. So you're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the white part. So let's do we're going to do the P of part of the formula first. So we're going to do twice the length, which is 7.5, plus twice the width, which is 5. 2 times 7.5 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10. So that's 25. All right, so let me go ahead and put that here. So P is 25. The height of this rectangular prism is 6.5. So if you use your calculator and do 25 times 6.5, you get 162.5 for the lateral surface area. Remember, that does not include the bases. So really, if you went on to find the total surface area, you would just add in the area of, or add in twice the area of the base. All right, you'll want to go ahead and finish up. So make sure you complete your OMS lessons. If you need additional support, reach out to your teacher.